Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Um, I'm trying to get through this information. We're on Metallica Fade To Black, and we've already put together who we believe is using another person who's using a quantum computer, or at least another facility. Um, and those of you who are following along know what I'm talking about. That would be Willa Thorson at the University of Miami, Human Genetics Department of Human Genetics. It makes sense, right? So far, we've got TOWIL. So far, we've got this. These are our extraction letters that came from to and will, with nothing crossing, canceling out, and ARE and AREO that came from aren't and not changing, and the N and the T cancel out, AREO. And so far, we've gotten from this line. That was all stock market stuff. All right. Well, I'm trying to get through this quickly. And then from here to this line was all genetic stuff, but that's where we figured out to Willa read eyes only. Willa Thorson, and all this stuff was pretty targeted. And we got all these chemicals, but these were mostly pharmaceutical chemicals or chemicals related to medicine, and mostly. And now we've gone random. Random hits, just seeing what comes up. Doing some research. Well, once again, it's connected, or it appears connected. Starting TOWI, and that is TOWI Crunchbase. And it's, we believe the way to change the world is through education, taking technology as an ally. And they are an educational database company. All right. So we found that to be interesting. TOWIL. This one was interesting because you've got a person in the MD in the Department of Human Genetics using a quantum computer and calculating with, or calculating itself, Bali Tawil, TOWIL, healing ritual. Yeah. In Sri Lanka, the Bali Tawil ritual lasts a whole night, is a healing exorcism ritual directed by healer dancers. It is performed here on a patient who suffers from abdominal pains which could not be cured at the hospital. The ritual first stages a representation of disorder, followed by one of the restoration of order. The ritual is made up of several phases during which the diagnosis and treatment are determined simultaneously. The patient is present as a spectator. Simultaneously, guys, what do quantum computers do? How does quantum physics work? Everything happens simultaneously, right? So you got that in there, and you got a healing ritual, and you have a doctor of human genetics in human genetics department looking that up, or at least I mean a message to her, we think. Then we went ahead and looked up WILLAREO just as one thing, just to see if anything came up at all, and something did. Anatomy, descriptive, and surgical, that is supposed to be in there once, and it is a big old anatomy book. I went through some of it. I told my fiance, like, if I got through that, if I got that whole dang thing, I'd probably be able to go be a surgeon somewhere, right? Like, I was kidding, of course. But yeah, that was an interesting thing to come up. So we included it. Then you took LARE, and LARE ends up being a sulfur transfers RC. I know why I wrote that, so that I could easily find it. LARE, a sulfur transferse involved in synthesis of cofactor for lactate racemase in complex with iron. And this is a protein data bank. And up at top is a biological macromolecular structures enabling breakthroughs in research and education. So this got hit. All right. Makes sense, right? Because you're dealing with an MD in the Department of Genetics. And here is a protein data bank. They could hit the whole data bank as soon as they hit it, right? So that's an interesting thing to me. AREO ends up being Glusman Aereo User Manual, and it is a blood glucose meter user manual. So that's an interesting thing. LAR is human, mouse, rat, LAR antibody. And I'll be providing these links, guys. So that's an antibody, humans. Imagine that. REO ends up being REO therapy. And the reason we found that interesting, this form of therapy is similar to playing a video game in that it uses a robotically assisted joystick. As the patient sits facing a video screen, the joystick is moved towards the target of the screen. So this helps restore the man's arms' gross motor skills after loss during a... Oh, the Rigo form from Mokita helps restore the arm's gross motor skills after loss due to a stroke or brain injury. I'm sorry, yeah, and it goes on to talk about the form of therapy. And so that was interesting. Einstein Healthcare Network. And so that does not surprise me at all that that would be in there, considering this was for Willa Thorson. And with a quantum computer, who knows? I mean, we're definitely not getting it all, guys. That gets you through going forwards random hits. Going backwards, you have OE, which ends up being OE credit or Federal Credit Union, which I thought was strange because it doesn't really tie with all this other stuff, but it does, because if you remember, we have a whole page of stock market and finance. So you got OE Federal Credit Union. OER ends up being Open Educational Resources. You got somebody at a university looking up open educational resources. That's the Federal Credit Union. All right. There's the Federal Credit Union. Oh, OER Commons. Explore, create, collaborate. All right. There it is. OER. Open Educational Resources. Resource Builder. So, yeah. Anyway, you got that. RAL ends up being RAL activating protein. And it's there's RAL and RHEB GTPASE activating proteins. And I'll let you read all about that if you want to, but it's there. LIW ends up being LIW Panicorn Coal. Elshman at the Elshman School of Pharmacy. Pharmacy. Imagine that. And OT, I didn't find much on that. But occupational therapy, and why not? You got someone in the human genetics department looking up. There was other things like that as well. Back in these other searches, if I'm not mistaken. So there you have it. It's that's pretty clear. These are and that gets you through your forwards and backwards on just random hits. And it's pretty much all links up to this This was we think this was a personal, absolutely only for one person, Willa, and we think that Willa is Willa Thorson. We'll say it again. That's our opinion. That's what we think. There's an outside chance we're wrong, but this looks pretty clear. Now we're not done. We still got translations to go, and that's if anything translates. I mean, so far the connection has been through the uh, genetics, chemicals, and these random hits. So I really don't know what to expect as far as the translation goes. I think we've already made the connection without getting to the translations, but we're still going to get to the translations. We're going to get as much information as we can out of each song because we don't know what the important information is going to be exactly. So that's going to be it for now, guys. One more to go, and we can get to a new song. Just the translations left. So that's going to be it for now, guys. Thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day.